Now we're going to look at some events of probability. We're going to look at the quantitative and qualitative. So again, quantitative is in numbers, qualitative is in words. Okay, so we're going to have numbers here, then we're going to have words here. Okay, so let's talk about it at the top. So here's our number line. Okay, and it's not like a true number line because we're looking with probability. So 0 would be an impossible chance that it's not going to happen. And then 1 is that it is certain to happen. Okay, and in the middle, that is our 50-50. So I'm also put 50% or 1/2, and that is equally likely to happen. So 50-50. It could rain today, it could not rain today. Then if we go up, down, so in between, this is going to be about 1/4 or 25%. This is going to be less likely. And then if we go up past 50, that's going to be our 3/4, which is our 75%. And this is going to be more likely. Okay, so we have below a spinner, and we're going to find the quantitative first, and then we'll go back and do the qualitative. So we have 5 sections. So we know P red means probability of getting a red. So I have 1 red out of 5 total, which is 1/5. So probability is written as a fraction. So that's where we get the 1 out of 5. And 1/5 is 20% as a decimal. So when I go back and look at my chart, 20% is close to 25. So in words, this event is less likely. Okay, then we have the probability of blue. So I have 2 blues, which is 2/5, and that is 40%. And so 40 is in between 25 and 50. And so it has to be exactly 50 to be equally likely. So this is going to be another less likely event. Okay, blue or yellow, or means to add. So we're going to add the number of blues, which is 2. Add the number of yellows, which is 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4. So we have 4 out of 5, which is 80%. And so 80 falls in the category bigger than 75, so that's going to be more likely. And again, it has to be exactly 1, exactly 1/2, or impossible. And then the other ones will either be less or more likely. So this one's more likely. Okay, blue or red. So we're going to count them again. So there's 2 blues. And again, or means add. 1 red, which is 3. So 3 out of 5, which is 60%. And that falls bigger than 50, so it's going to be more likely. Okay, P is the probability of purple. Well, there is no purple, so the answer is 0 out of 5, which is 0%. And so since it's 0, that is impossible. It cannot happen because there is no purple listed. Okay, and then we have red, yellow, or blue. So I have 1 red, I have 2 yellows, and 2 blues, which is 5. And so we get 5 out of 5, which is 1. And so 1 is our 100%, which we need to add. 100%, 0%. And so that means it is certain that it will happen. Okay, so let's look at some other examples where it's not just a spinner. Okay, so here is some other events. So tossing a coin, we can get heads, or tails. So my probability of our event is going to be 1/2 because we have 2 events, so 1 out of 2. Okay, picking a block. Well, we have how many blocks? 3. So the probability of picking one of those would be 1 out of 3. Okay, a deck of cards, picking a suit. Well, in a suit, in cards, we have 52 cards in all. We have 4 suits, so that's 4 out of 52. However, we can simplify that. We can divide it by 4, which gives us 1, 4 into 52. Oops, hang on. Which is going to be 1/13. All right, a 6-sided cube. So we have 6 numbers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So 6-sided number cubes is a dice. So we have 6 choices. So we have a 1 in 6 chance of picking one of those. If a spinner has 8 sections, so again, there's 8 choices. So we have a 1/8 chance of picking one of those. Drawing your name. So say I had 10 students in all. The probability of picking one of those students would be a 1 in 10 chance. And a deck of cards, picking an exact card. So again, there's 52 cards total. So just picking one of those would be 1 out of 52. All right, so your homework will give you an event, and you're finding the probability of each of those events.